I'm filming a... What'd you say?
You cannot answer the phone sometimes.
I'm about to finish the video. You just want to stay still for a second? Because if I didn't answer it, you would have been like doing something else. Thank you for muting yourself.
Hey player, what you gonna get for Christmas? Yeah. What you gonna get?
On the channel, I'm Brandon. I'm a guy who flies. Coming to you live from a layover in Paris, which is becoming like the second studio or the studio to film everything that's not a vlog. Nonetheless, I'm here to finally talk about my December schedule and some other just updates and things about what's going on. Have a little bit of a laundry list, notes right here beside me, so that I make sure I cover everything. I feel like I talk to you all often, but then it just be these things that be happening in the in-between times, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna hold them all and then just share it. Here we are. If you... Have you seen it by this? Yes, by this point, you have probably seen the moving vlog, and so you know I am no longer a commuter because I am going to be a nomad. And this video will explain more about that, but I am no longer commuting from Miami. I am still based in JFK, and I am living all over the place. But I am stationed in JFK and based in JFK, so I am no longer commuting to work. The second thing, so many people have been like, what are you going to be doing all winter? This is da-da-da-da. Like, because I talked about winter slowing down. I guess to the average viewer, it seems like, oh my gosh, you do the same thing. If you're only going to keep going to the same place, that's very boring. But on the flip side of that, you also have to acknowledge the fact that I am in such a great place with work because there are flight attendants who have been flying for over a decade who would love to be where I am in the sense that they only fly international trips, even if it's the same destination. They get to go out of the country every week. And that is a level of privilege that everybody is not privy to. So while as the viewer of like the vlogs, it might seem like, oh, that's boring. You're going to the same place over and over. How many people are leaving the country every week? Like, let's be real, because America's ghetto. Yeah, it might seem kind of mundane, but it's also like really exciting because I could also be laying over in the same cities every single week. Besides that point, the reason why I've been kind of like, oh, it is what it is, da-da-da-da, is because I have been sitting on a bit of a secret. Partly because I didn't know the information, I didn't know all the details, and I wanted to wait till I knew more of the details to share it. But the other part is, being on the internet, you have to be cognizant of the fact that you are sharing bits and pieces like of your life. You all are great, most of you, that I like comment back and forth with and speak to and talk to on Instagram and stuff like that. You all are great and you speak positivity over my life and the things that I have going on. But I know that there are a lot of people who watch and don't comment and don't react who might not be doing the same thing. Some people speak ill on you and over the things that you have going on, especially when you are in a season of winning, and the blessings have been coming over me, and I just didn't want to put the possibility of somebody tainting that out there, although I know that what he has for me is for me. So that's a whole another video. We're here to talk about my December roster and the fact that, let me just go ahead and let's just go ahead and say it. Let's just go ahead and say it. We're going charter. We are going charter. I have been approved for charter status for December and January. Let's hop into it. We were found out months ago. The winter's going to be changing. Routes are going to be shifting. There's going to be a lot of opportunities to operate charter flights. Back in October, I told y'all it's been a minute since I've been sitting on this. We found out more definite opportunities coming. We got some more details about them and that we would be bidding for them. Because it's one thing to send a nicely worded email, oh, pick me because of XYZ. It's another thing when it goes bidding and it's seniority based, which a lot of aviation is seniority driven. Okay, cool. What's not cool is where my seniority is. At most airlines, they have two seniority numbers. So they have their like whole company seniority and then they have like their base seniority. Well, of course, my life can never be simple. I have 4 seniority numbers. So I was like, okay, which group am I going to be battling in? So I have my whole company, Seniority, like amongst our 5 crew bases. In the U.S., both our Miami and our New York base operate as one council within the union. Amongst the U.S. flight attendants, I'm like number 192 out of 250. So I'm like, oh my God, there's no way they're going to take 192 people. Then I'm like, okay, what is my JFK seniority? My all JFK seniority is like 103 out of like 161. 102 other flight attendants before I had the chance to do it. Okay, so cool, that was that. But here's the thing, within our base, we are split under 2 certificates. And I mentioned some of this when we were on my live earlier last month, but there are flight attendants who are certified to fly UK routes. And then there's those of us who are certified to not fly UK and fly all of the European routes. I fall into that category of the European routes. I don't fly UK routes. I fly European routes. So in that one, I'm number 20. I am number 20. So I was like, if they have to divide us up in any kind of way and they go this route, oh baby, I'm in there. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go with God. I have nothing else going on. Let's take a risk. Let's try it. I submitted my bid, and would you not know, I was on camera. Well, I think I picked up the camera when the results came out, and I got it. Oh my God! 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 I got amazing news just now. I cannot wait to share it with you all. Oh, I have been holding this in for a few weeks, and as soon as I have all the details, I am for sure going to share it with you all. I was approved for a month-long charter. The details at the time that I knew is that it would start like the middle of December and run to like the middle of January. I was like, okay, cool, but then I'm also like, I can take this as an opportunity. I didn't share my roster when it immediately came out. Something told me to sit on it. And I know I said in like 17 videos, I have my news to share. I have something to share with you all. And you was like, tell us, tell us, tell us. And I was like, oh, I'm waiting, I'm waiting, I'm waiting. Good thing I waited because Lord knows it has changed like 17 times since then. I'm going to choose not to share like the details of like that part. And y'all will just see that when y'all see that. But I'm just gonna say it's quite nice. So let's get into the reason why we're here. The December roster. I don't even remember what the original one was. I've gone through so many changes. Okay, I do remember now. I remember. My original December schedule, I was off for like 14 days and with like a set of reserve in there somewhere. And then I had like a 3-day trip, and then I was off some more days, and then I started my charter assignment, which began on like the 21st or something like that. But then I was like, there's a lot of space and opportunity. So what is Brandon gonna do? Fill up this schedule because I can go to work, because what do we know about the flights we fly in December? We get paid for them in January. What's in January? Brandon's birthday. So I was like, let's go ahead and beat this check up. Immediately went, to the swap board, like as soon as, like the group chat or whatever, as soon as the schedules came out. We're in the slower season of flying, so in terms of like trip availability, it's like the Hunger Games out here. What people have, they're holding on to, and people aren't really trying to drop a lot of things, so you got to catch it when you catch it. So it literally, the day the schedules came out, I put in 4 requests to like, oh, let me take this, let me take that, can I do this, can I do that? Like trying to figure out the legalities and puzzle it all together so that I could have a jam-packed December, a little bit of a break, to get ready for the charter assignment. One of those stops got approved. I was like, cool. But then like a few days later, we found out there was an issue with all the December rosters and they had to re-release them. So they were going to snatch them all back and give them back to us. And I'm like, bruh, I'm sitting up here lining up all of these things. I done added all these schedules to these trips to my schedule. And now y'all like, we might be changing around. So that happened like the week of Thanksgiving. And then we got our schedules back. And I basically had to start all over again. So now I'm back out here again, currently in real time, adding trips. I just added another one tonight. So now my schedule looks like reserve at the beginning of the month. Basically, I'm only working Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I'm off Monday through Thursday for the first like 3 weeks of the month. And then I leave for a charter assignment. That is a December roster as it stands. Hopefully it stays that way. The destinations are insane. New base, new cities, new countries, new continents. Y'all, we're going up in let's just say in 2024. The price is going up. The pressure is getting worse. Okay, we're going up in 2024. I'm so excited to bring you all along. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you can follow all of the shenanigans. We are in the midst of the 12 days of holiday food la la. That is my version of Vlogmas. We don't do it every day. We do 12 of them. Although this year, I might push it. But 12 days of holiday food la la for now. I'm Brandon, I'm a guy who flies, and I will see you all the next time.